Hello Year 1. This video will help you with your Maths home learning for Tuesday the 24th of November. And this week we will carry on looking at 2D shapes. Today we're going to look at properties of shapes. And the properties we're going to be looking at are the sides a shape has and the corners. Let's start by looking at this shape here. Do you remember the name of the shape? Yes, it's a square. Let's have a look at sides. Do you know where the sides on a square is? Well, let's have a look. The sides of a square are these here. That's one side. There's another side. There's a side here and a side here. Can you count with me how many sides this shape has? 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing we need to look at with our shapes is corners. Do you know where the corners of a shape is? Well, the corners are where the two sides meet. So this side and this side meet here. So that's a corner, this little pointy bit here. Let's see if we can count the number of corners that this shape has. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the square has 4 corners. So what we're going to do is we are going to record the number of sides and the number of corners a shape has. So the square, if you can remember how many sides it had, let's have a quick recap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write 4 sides here. And then how many corners did it have? Quick recap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can write the number 4 here. Well done. Let's have a look at another shape. So who can remember the name of this shape we looked at yesterday? Yes, it's a pentagon. Let's have a look at its properties. We'll start with the sides. Remember what a side was? This is the side of a shape. This is also the side of the pentagon. This is the side here and here. Let's count the number of sides a pentagon has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the pentagon has 5 sides. Let's see if we can write that down here. Next, we're going to look at corners. Remember, the corners were where the sides meet. So this side and this side have met here. So it creates a little pointy corner here. So let's see how many corners a pentagon has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has 5 corners. 5 sides and 5 corners. Well done. Have a look at these shapes from yesterday. Do you remember their names? Let's have a quick recap. So we have a circle, a rectangle, a triangle, an oval, a heptagon, kite, hexagon, square, pentagon, rhombus, and an octagon. Did you remember those from yesterday? Well done if you did. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at their properties as well. So let's start with the heptagon here. So look, the property we're going to look at is sides first. Let's see if you can help me count the sides of the heptagon. So if this is a side, let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A heptagon has 7 sides, so we've got 7 down here. Now, let's look at the corners. How many corners does a heptagon have? Remember, it's these pointy bits where the two sides meet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 corners to a heptagon. Let's have a look at another shape. Oh, there's an octagon here. let's see how many sides the octagon has. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 sides in an octagon. And let's see how many corners it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's also 8 corners in an octagon. Let's write 8 here. Now, there's a bit of a tricky shape here. Remember this circle from yesterday? Now, we're looking at how many sides it has. Now, the circle's a bit of a funny shape. It only has one side that goes all the way around like that. So we can put that down one side. Now, corners. The funny thing about a circle is it doesn't have corners. It doesn't have the pointy bits where the sides meet. It's just one complete side. So for a circle, we put 0 corners. How many of these other shapes can you do? Have a think. Choose a shape and see if you can count the sides and the corners for one of the other shapes. I'll just give you a minute to do that. In your home learning pack, you'll have a sheet that looks like this. And there's 3 things you need to do. Once you've looked at the shapes on the table, let's start with the first shape, which is a circle, which we've just done. What you need to do in the first box, you need to write the name of the shape. So you would write the word circle. And if you're not sure of the spelling, you can use your shape mat to help you. Then the second one, it says how many sides. So you have to look at the sides, count the sides, and write the number here. So remember, a circle has one side that goes all the way around. And the last thing you need to do in the last box is write the number of corners it has. So the circle, if you remember, doesn't have any corners, so we need to write the number 0 in here. Okay, so let's look at the second one. It's a triangle. Write the name here, then the number of sides, then the number of corners after you've counted them. So have a go.